Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday afternoon cup of peas. Thank you for being here today. Let's see who's here. Andrea. Hello, darling. Let me put your comments up so everybody can see everybody, no matter where you are. Good afternoon, Josie. And let's call in our Rick. He has to be here with us every day. That's a rule, that we have to have that sweet pirate in here. Oh, thank you. Ricky is here. Absolutely. He is with us every day as we come online with each other. So let's take a moment and call somebody in, first of all, just like what we just called Ricky in. Call in our pair of Jeans, our blue Jean and our Auntie Jean, and Linda, and here comes Catherine Kovacs. Who else are we missing? We're missing pretty much everybody. Kathy Hand, Suzanne. Thank you, Andrea, for sharing. All right, so as we're calling them and we're waiting for them to get in here, there's our Auntie Jean, the Queen of Peace. I'm owning it. I'm claiming it. We have to own our magnificence. That is our big message of the day. Own your power. So let's go into our heart and do that. Connecting in with the breath, we slow down the breathing and exhale slowly. Breathe in again. Add in something that makes you so filled with joy. What is that? It might be a hug. It might be a loved one. Maybe a baby. Maybe a grandparent or an elderly person. It might be a scenery like a sunset or a sunrise. What puts you in that place of just absolute joy inside? That's where we want to go. And then put a smile on your face. Let what's inside of you come to the outside of you. Inner peace for outer peace. Every day when you connect in to your heart, you're connecting in to peace, to harmony, to who you truly are. So continue to do the breathing in and out, and I'm going to see who's here. Gracie. Oh, hi, sweet Gracie. Annie 7 came in. All right, so I need to start writing down my names because it is card day and message day. So we had Andrea first. Let me put you down here. And then our sweet Josie is here. Catherine Kovacs, Auntie Jean. Annie 7. Gracie. All right, that's what I have so far. So if anybody wants to be here and receive a message from the angels, this is your chance. Every Sunday afternoon, we check in with those angels and see what they want us to know. Right now, the message from the angels from last night was unanswered questions. It is my belief that some animals come into our lives to be our guardian angels, soulmates, to help us remember what true unconditional love really is. That's a quote from Time Heals for Animals by myself and Karen Palmer. In our book, Time Heals for Animals, Karen and I wrote about recognizing the signs that our animals give us when they are at the end of their time here on Earth. Many people miss these signs as they are unaware of them. However, much research has gone into observing what happens at this point in an animal's life. A few nights ago, several of us were discussing whether, as humans, we also know when it is our time to leave the physical to go back into spirit. It makes sense that we know when we are coming into a human body, So why would we not know when we are exiting? There has been much loss recently of loved ones, which sparks questions such as this. I have had loved ones who died of dis-ease of one form or another who, quote, knew that they were leaving their body. I have also lost loved ones who died unexpectedly, suddenly. Did they know it would be their last day? There are so many questions about this. Dear angels, I know that you tell us to stay in the now moment and trust, yet we are human, and our hearts sometimes just want answers where there are none. Is this just one of those unanswered questions that we will wait to find out the rest of the story once we are in our spirit body and have left this 3D world behind? Dear ones, trust is a powerful force that can provide you with the confidence to navigate through the unknown. It is a reminder that you are not alone in your search for answers, that there is a greater intelligence at work guiding you towards the insights you seek. While it may be tempting to succumb to doubt and fear, it's crucial to trust the process and have faith that the necessary information will eventually reveal itself. Sometimes your minds become consumed with worry and doubt, constantly seeking validation and reassurance. You want immediate answers, forgetting that life's mysteries often unfold gradually, in their own time, and at their own pace. It is in these moments that trusting in the presence of the information you need doesn't mean you should stop seeking knowledge or cease your curiosity. Rather, it means embracing the unknown with open arms and accepting that you may not have all the answers at this very moment. It means having the patience and the courage to explore, question, and learn, while remaining confident that the missing pieces of the puzzle will eventually fall into place. Remember, life's journey is filled with twists and turns, and sometimes the most valuable lessons lie hidden within the unanswered questions. So trust the process in your own intuition and in the universe's wisdom. Be open to the possibility that the information you seek is already within you, waiting to be discovered. And have faith that in due course the answers you need will be revealed, guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourselves and the world around you. Dear angels, today I promise to trust in spirit to teach me and enlighten me with knowledge. What a powerful message, right? I mean, I've always had that question. Do we know when we're going to leave this human body? And do I want to know? That's something that also has been batted around between conversations. Do I even want to know, or do I want it to just happen? So there's so much to our curiosity, isn't there? You know, speaking of curiosity, I experienced a first with an animal today. You know how dogs, when they're trying to understand what you're saying to them and they're really focusing in on you, like, what the heck are they saying? And a lot of times they'll turn their heads sideways. You ever have that happen? If you have a dog or have ever had a dog, where they just kind of turn their head sideways, like they're trying to figure you out, right? Well, this morning I was using the hair dryer to dry my hair, and I had the bathroom door open, and I'm standing there drying my hair, and I looked down, and little Sage was standing there watching me intently, and she turned her head just like a dog does, like, what is she doing? What is that all about? And I was just laughing. I just started laughing. I couldn't help it. I'm like, oh, little one, you are so full of yourself all the time, full of curiosity, and here you can't understand something that's going on. And I think it was just a precious moment to see that and to watch her little wheels turn in her head like, I just wonder what the heck is happening here. I love animals. I love their energy. And my crown is leaving my head. What the heck is that all about? I just lost my monarchy. Seriously, it does not want to stay on top of my head. That is interesting. It's like a hand just came and was pulling it off. Okay, maybe because I made fun of the little kitty cat. And Jean, you really need a message. You live with your head sideways. Oh, Auntie Jean, I can see that happening for sure. Okay, well, let's get to the messages, because I don't know if you have any discussion about what the angels told us last night, or if you've ever been curious about whether or not we know. We're all going to leave. We're not going to stay in these human bodysuits forever. There is going to be an event where we are going to no longer be here on the earth plane. So it's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a happening. It's what happens. And so discussing it and trying to make sense and understand it more fully, I think, will benefit us. So anyway, hello to Pat Moss and Auntie Jean. You beat Pat Moss in here again. We're going to have to keep a tally here. Kathy, I'm writing in a journal called Beach Calling, a devotional journal for the middle years and beyond. It has uplifting messages and Bible verses that help cope with aging and those of us who are anxious about aging and so forth. Oh, that's beautiful, Kathy. Yeah, I think the more we can understand and go into peace instead of fear about things, then we're so much better off. All right, so card choices are the same as last week because I still don't know where the ponies are. I haven't really had time to go out and shuffle things in the car, which I have to do today because I'm leaving here tomorrow. So I've got laundry going and getting everything packed up, and I have to make room in the car, so I need to find out where those cards are hiding. Where are the ponies? If anybody has an intuitive hit about that, let me know where you think those ponies might be. I need Linda Lemieux, don't I? All right, so your choices are Mary Magdalene or the feminine archangels, or I can pull you a Kuan Yin card. I do have that deck right here beside of me. So let me put this down and that down and make some room for the cards. And if anybody can find the ponies, I think they flew away. So help me find the ponies. We need our ponies back. Bring back the ponies. Bring back the ponies. So we're putting that message out there for the angels to help guide us to the ponies. All right, so that goes with that deck. Nope, that goes with that deck. Got my cards mixed up. All right, so Andrea, you were first. So Andrea Gregg, which will it be? Mary Magdalene, the feminine archangels, or Kuan Yin? Oh, that's all right, Jean. I know I have it. I haven't lost it. It's just somewhere, probably in a bag in the car. It may be in one of my suitcases. I haven't tried that yet. So you want the angels. Okay, let me get those right here. And Josie, you would be next. Josie, which one would you like to be read from? The angels or Mary Magdalene or a Kuan Yin message? So let me get an angel message for our Andrea Gregg. And your angel message is Archaea Faith. Lead with confidence. I love this card, and I love Archaea Faith. Faith is, I think, my constant companion of all of the feminine archangels. She is constantly guiding me. Faith is the counterpart of Archangel Michael, our protector. So let's see what your message is from Archaea Faith today. Okay, where'd the card go? Archaea Faith. I am helping you to demystify all negative perceptions so you can know yourself as the conscious creator of your life and rise. I was getting that for you as well, Andrea, that you are to own your magnificence. You know, this crown's on top of my head for a purpose. Own your magnificence. Know that you are a spark of the divine. So faith means to trust. And she's been focusing her light on earth to help humanity ascend. She wears less armor than Michael, as her unwavering belief is her protection. Faith is guiding you to look at how you can bring and be faith in this situation. What do you need to surrender? And surrender into feel better. Alchemize uncertainty using faith's golden blue fire and rest into the knowing you've got this. Invite in Archaea Faith for confidence, knowing you're always supported, leadership, self-assurance, seeing the best in all, and understanding the source rays, which are blue, gold, and sapphire. Those are the rays that faith brings forth. And so feel into those energies. And her blessing for you, with arms open wide, say aloud, I rejoice in knowing that my life is by my design. I love that. You know, I had a meditation earlier today with Dr. Ruth Anderson on Enlightened World, and we were talking about how these outside influences sometimes will knock us for a loop. And for a few days now, I've been feeling that. I've been without any energy, just body aches and pains. And I have to say, doing a release with Ruth during that meditation, owning my power, knowing that it's within me to release any energies that try to have an influence on me. And that's owning our power. And right now, I don't have those body aches and pains that I've been dealing with for 3 days, at least 3 days. I don't have the headache that I had this morning when I got up. It's like it all just listened when I spoke and said, I am a spark of the divine. I have faith and trust that there is a power greater than any other power that can exist. And that power is within me. So call on Archaea Faith, because she's going to really help you rise up to your potential. I love that. All right, so Mary Magdalene is coming up for our Josie. So let me get her ready. And then Catherine, I think I saw that you wanted, let me see, was it the angels? You're choosing an angel card. Okay, no, that's fine, Catherine. So Catherine's getting an angel card. And it was a fantastic message, wasn't it, Andrea? I love how powerful these archangel cards are. Oh, absolutely, Gracie. I can do that. Oh, you're welcome, Andrea. The Queen of Peace. I'm going to own that, you know? That's what I hear, and that's what I'm going to be. All right, so Mary Magdalene is for our sweet Josie. So let's see what she has to say for you, Josie. And I'm hearing to call you Josephine because they're saying that that is royal. So own your own royalty. Become Queen Josephine because you are. You are that. Ooh, and you get a beautiful message from Mary Magdalene, which is the cave. Sanctuary exists within. I'm going to leave that up for just a minute for you to see this, Josephine, I'm sorry. Queen Josephine, the cave, sanctuary exists within. And let's just see what we need to know about the cave. High on the side of a mountain called Saint-Baume in the south of France, there's a cave that has been transformed into a sanctuary dedicated to Mary Magdalene. This is where legends say she lived out the last 30 years of her life. John Cassian became one of the first pilgrims to this sacred cave when he returned from Egypt in 415 AD. His name means stillness, and he practiced a form of meditation called the prayer of the heart to return to the silence and sanctuary that the presence of love in the heart alone can provide. So what happens in this cave is you go in and you sit in silence with the energy. And I have had this message for so long now, day after day, week after week, even month after month, to go more into the silence. I don't feel like I have to travel all that distance to go to the physical cave. I can do it energetically, as we all can. So what you are being called to do is to be in that silence. It's the silence that arrives when the 7 powers of the ego have been overpowered by love. The cave is symbolic of going inward to a space within that can provide stillness, the peace of being completely held in love, even as the world around us continues its constant movement. We are held still in love. And your meditation says, what is the prayer I want to leave in a love note at Mary's feet? I love that. I can see you writing that prayer out, and just visualize that you can be at her feet and leave this prayer, whatever it is, leave it right there and sit in silence and wait for her to talk with you, to help you to understand whatever it is that needs to come forth for you. I love this card for you, Queen Josephine, and there you are in the cave. So go into that silent time, and I'm going to be there as well because I'm fully listening now to the messages that they give me. And I think a lot of times we hear a message, we hear what Spirit is saying for us to do, but we're like, I don't have time for that, or no, I'm not feeling it right now, I'll do it later. And then the more they give us that message and are persistent with it, if we don't pony up and do what we're hearing to do, there's going to be something that shows up for us to help us do whatever it is. So because I have heard over and over again through my own messages, through messages that come up through readings like this, then I think it's time for me to really honor that and go into a time of silence. And that's what I choose to do. I'm making that decision, making that choice, and so be it. Where's my scepter? every queen has to have a scepter. So, whoops, my video has started freaking out. It did that earlier too. All right, settle down, you. Oh, wow. Now I'm frozen. All right, this is interesting. Well then, that's Ricky getting our attention. He wants his Queen Josephine to know that he's here. It's not in my hands. I don't have it anymore. Wow, you can hear me? Okay, well hopefully the video will settle down. I'm going to turn the video off and back on and see if it'll straighten up. Okay. I went to a different camera, so let's see if that one is going to do the same freak out that the other one did. That was interesting. It did it earlier when I was on Zoom with Ruth for the meditation. So yeah, certainly a lot of energetic power that's trying to come in and disrupt. But we are not going to allow that, are we? All right, so Josie, Queen Josephine, so much love to you. I know. Was it the scepter? I'm going to do a little test here, guys. It's not the scepter. It was some energy that came in, and it came in earlier today when I was on, like I said, with Ruth. So, all right. I'm going to keep my scepter beside of me. Julie Kiss, hello darling. Let me add Julie to our list. And we are up to Auntie Jean. And Jean, I can't remember what you were asking for. Been interesting with the energy. So Auntie Jean and then Annie. Annie Banani. Oh wait. No, I'm wrong. Catherine Kovacs, you were after Josie. So Catherine wants an angel card, right? I think that's what I saw, the last message. Settle down, Catherine. We will get there. And let me see where your message is. Yes, you chose an angel card. Okay. And then Auntie Jean. And Auntie Jean, I can't remember if you wanted Mary Magdalene, maybe. Mary Magdalene. Okay. And we got a cat fight going on at the OK Corral. Hey guys, play nice. Play nice. Like that's going to happen, right? And I don't have any more treats beside of me, so I can't even lure them in here to calm them down. All right, so Catherine Kovacs, you wanted an angel card, so let me get that for you. Gracie, you know me, I love to laugh, and anything that I can do to raise the vibration, I'm going to do it, right? Okay. The angel card for Catherine Kovacs is Archaea Charity. Bring in love. Bring in love. More love in your life. That's what I am hearing for you, dear one. And let's see what Callista says about Archaea Charity. What is she? She's number 19, okay. You are love, and love is you. And nothing can ever separate you from who and what you are. She's guiding you to be dear with yourself by visualizing current situations and all concerned bathed in love. So I do this meditation that I actually have recorded, and I'll find it if you're interested in listening to it. It's the pink meditation, where you just start with yourself and then you expand it out to another person, and then you expand it out even more to others. And what you're doing is covering them in this pink energy of love. So that's what you're being called to do by Archaea Charity, is seeing anybody in your life that maybe is not in alignment with your energy. Maybe there's some discord, some arguing, something happening, some event, or sometimes it can just be between other people, but it affects your energy. And just bathe them in love. And that is the key. That's what Kuan Yin says, love heals. And when we bathe others in love, we're being altruistic. We're not thinking of ourselves, we're thinking of those other people. So that's what your message is. To rise like an angel and infuse love in everything in your life. And your blessing is, with arms open wide, say, I am loved, lovable, worthy, and wonderful. I love that for you. And I'll say it again. I am loved, lovable, worthy, and wonderful. Let's all take that. Let's all say that beautiful blessing together. And if somebody wants to type it in, I'll say it more slowly. I am loved, lovable, worthy, and wonderful. I love this blessing. All right, what a great, great message. Thank you, Catherine, for bringing in that message for us from the angels. And I'll post that link to the meditation of the pink energy, and where you pour that over others. I'll post it in the group, Angelic River Family Group. Now we come to Auntie Jean, who wants a Mary Magdalene card. And then Annie, is Annie still with us? I haven't seen her saying anything. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for posting that. And thank you, Catherine, also for doing it. Annie, if you're still here, let me know you're here and which card deck you want me to pull from. And I'm going to pull a Mary Magdalene. Yes, she's here. All right, sweet one. Which one would you like to hear from? And I'm pulling a Mary Magdalene for our Auntie Jean, and I'm watching the cat fight going on in the other room. Boy, the energy's high. I don't have anything here to distract them, so I'm just going to let them be. A Mary card for you, Annie. Okay. All right, Auntie Jean. Ooh, 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 ooh. I love this. True love. All exists through love. Feel the energy of this card. And I'm feeling an integration of the male and the female energy. Masculine and feminine all exists through love. And let's see what the book says about this. It's important to know, I may have to go separate them. It's important to know that love laced with lack and ego is nothing ever to be ashamed of. Repeat this statement several times if needed. The whole point of being here is to be fully human. This means we will fall in love with the wrong people. This means we will be too terrified to love the right people. We will do all the wrong things. And this is what's meant to happen. It's brave to break your heart wide open. It's brave to dare to love. It's only in our messy, mixed up, and wildly imperfect attempts at loving that we can practice expanding our capacity to love. We try and fall and try again and love and be loved. And in that effort, over time and with mercy, we begin to let love reach within us where it has never been before. We begin to forgive ourselves and others for things we had judged unforgivable. We begin to see that love is an energetic exchange, a flow, and that miraculously, somehow, the more we give, the more we receive. And we begin to see that this may be the whole point to being here, feeling all the possible love we could feel, and without any control or contriving, we give it all away. Knowing, as we do, trusting even, that this inner source of love that we are giving from is actually inexhaustible. The Gospel of Philip says, "The companion of the Son is Miriam of Magdala. The teacher loved her more than all the disciples. He often kissed her on the mouth." If we take this scripture to heart, we realize that Mary and Christ were spiritual partners, companions. We realize that the love between them was meant to be teaching on the power and possibility of true human love. The Gospel of Philip also says, "Love refuses nothing and takes nothing. It is the highest and vastest freedom. All exist through love." This is the form of love I believe Christ and Mary shared. A love that is more than love. A love that is the highest and vastest freedom. A love that makes all things possible. And your meditation is, who in my life can I give love to in this moment? Auntie Jean, you said you needed a message. This is a powerful message, and it's a powerful message for all of us. You know, love is not like most of the time we envision it, with tentacles and with conditions. Love is unconditional, and when we can forgive ourselves for putting conditions on it, then we open ourselves to really understanding what it's all about. And it is not about expecting anything from anybody. When we give love, we just give. We don't say, "I'll love you if," or "if you're kind," or "if you do the right things," or "if you rule the world the way I think you should rule it." We just love. And then we watch the miracle of what happens when we do that. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for asking for a message. And I just feel your beautiful heart right now. I feel that it's emotional. So we'll wrap our arms of love around you and leave you with that message. And we go to our Annie Banani, who wanted a Mary Magdalene card. And Gracie, what would you like a card from? And then I will pull for the ones you asked for as well. So Annie, let's see what card wants to come out for you. That message was so powerful. I'm still like way up in the energy of that one. It was a beautiful card, wasn't it, Julie? Okay, so Annie. Okay, so where Jean got true love, you get the true human. I am fully human, and fully divine. Fully human and fully divine, the true human. Okay, true human says, Christ says in Mary's Gospel, be on your guard so that no one deceives you by saying, look over here or look over there. For the child of true humanity exists within you. This is such a powerful message, and it reminds me of what the angels were saying last night about our questions. As humans, we have so many questions, and how do we get those answers? Well, sometimes we listen to other people. Sometimes we have people saying, look, here's the answer, look at this, or this is the way it is, look over here. And so we're torn because there may be conflicting answers to our questions, and we don't know what's right. We don't know what to listen for. And the angels say it's all within you. Everything that we need to know is within us. And when we dig in there and we ask for insight and we ask for revelations, they will give it very clearly, without hesitation. They will give us the answers we need. So to be fully human and fully divine is a paradox. It's a mix of limited mortal self, the ego, and the expansive eternal soul, both equally. The goal is not to transcend the body or to try to suppress the 7 powers of the ego. The point is to bring awareness to the full spectrum of what it means to be human so we can make choices about our actions. All right, so if we really listen and listen fully, we are going to get guidance on being human, and we're going to get guidance on our spiritual self as well. And look at them as integrated, not as separate. And that will help a lot to say, okay, what do I need to know today, period. Not, okay, tell me about a job, or tell me about a love, or whatever. But look at them as integrated and just say, what do I need to know today, in this moment, for my best and highest good? And the meditation is, what does it feel like to remember that I am fully human and fully divine? So another powerful, beautiful message from Mary Magdalene. And Annie, I just see you, sweetheart, with so many questions. Let the answers come, because they're right there inside of you. And Auntie Jean said, I love this message. One of our purposes in life is to accept our physicality and our spirituality completely. The great energy of that is love, perfect love. You're so welcome, honey. And I'm debating on whether I need to put sunshine outside. They're really going at it. And Gracie, I kindly ask you to pull a card for me, please. What is needed to be heard? Okay. All right. So I'm going to pull one for Gracie. I'm going to pull one for Mama Hada Bear and one for Leo. And was there another request? Gracie, I know there were those. Scroll back up here. Oh, and for Hope. Okay. So I'm going to do Gracie's first, and then we'll do Mama Hado, Hope, and Leo. And Kathy, I've got you. You are next after these readings. So Kathy, let me know which deck you would like to hear from. All right, so for you, Gracie, I'm pulling an angel card. You're so welcome, Gracie. All right, Gracie. Oh, Archangel Raphael. Prioritize your health. So whatever is going on right now with your health, and it's on all levels. That's the thing. When we hear about health, our normal thought is, oh, what's wrong with me? But there's nothing wrong. It's prioritizing all four bodies: the health of your physical body, your emotional body, your spiritual body, and your mental body. So Gracie, Archangel Raphael is helping you it feels like, to bring a balance to those four bodies, and to really know the power that you have inside to heal. So let me see what Callista has to say about Raphael. Find the reason why you want to be the healthiest, most vibrant version of you, and then watch how your life transforms. So many times we just go about our day, and if we experience an ache or a pain or a cough or a sneeze or whatever it is, we just accept it as part of who we are, right? And don't question sometimes, why am I doing that? So this card says to find out, why do you want to be healthy? What is there a reason why you wouldn't want to be healthy? There are a lot of people that get attention from things that are wrong, from the illnesses and the dis-ease. So what's your motivation for being healthy and for being the very best that you can be? That's a really good point that Callista brings up here when we're talking about Archangel Raphael. And it says, invite in Archangel Raphael for transforming victimhood and stories of dis-ease, physical detoxification, expansion of the third eye chakra, and bringing together spirituality and science. I love this message, and a lot of times we don't want to talk about that, do we? We don't want to talk about the fact that many times we just start sharing how bad we feel, or the bad things that are coming up for us emotionally, especially. So check in with Raphael and prioritize being the very best you can be for your best and highest good. Because when we feel good physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, anything is possible. We can achieve so much when we're in that balance. So for you, Grace, I'm hearing that it's all about balance right now. You've got a lot of irons in the fire, and you've got a lot of things happening. So find that balance and let Raphael help you. And your blessing says, with hands on your heart, say, I am exactly where I need to be. And as I relax, I remember I am one with Source, one with health, already whole and shining. I so love this card. I think this was the perfect card for you to receive today, to connect in with Archangel Raphael. I'm going to also pull a card for Hope. I'm going to go to her next, because we're all feeling that we need to be wrapping our arms around her. Let's see what the angels have to say to Hope and to her beautiful physical body, which has been undergoing so much stress right now. And let's just find out any insight they have to give about this. So for our dear Hope, I get the number 7. Vision comes from within. Vision comes from within. And if I can find it in here. I don't even know how to find that card. 7. Vision comes from within. Because this is in like very different order than what you would think it would be. But I do know from the numerological aspect, 7 is a very high number spiritually. Okay, I'm trying to find what page this is. Oh, that is so interesting. That is not an angel card. I don't even know how that got in the angel deck, because it's a Mary Magdalene card. You know what? There's no accidents or coincidences. So it's a Mary Magdalene message for our hope. I was confused there for a moment. But let's see what the message is. Because, like I say, there are no accidents. So because this card was mixed in with the angel cards, it just meant there's no angel message for her. There's a Mary Magdalene message for her. And it is, in chapter 7 of Mary's Gospel, Mary asks Christ, "So now, Lord, does a person who sees a vision see it with the soul or with the spirit?" Christ's answer is fragmented because there are pages missing. And I've often wondered if these pages were torn out because in the scripture that's missing, Christ reveals to Mary how true vision comes from within, and if how we truly see in this world isn't ultimately about our eyesight, but a spiritual perception that exists within. If how we know what's true for us, what's real and lasting, if these answers come from within, then no one can have power over us. So for our hope, it feels like she knows how to heal herself. And she does. I know Hope. And I know how powerful her intuition is, her trust, her faith, her belief. So for her, our job is just to support her, to hold space for her, to do that inner work. I'm hearing that loud and clear. Let's all wrap our arms of love around her and support her as she rises above this fire that she's going through. We are going to envision her rising like the phoenix, and let's hold space for her to do so. So the meditation is, what vision am I ready to receive from within? I love that. I'm going to reach out to Hope today and let her know about this message from Mary Magdalene. All right, so for Mama Hada Bear, I do get very strongly that there's an angel message. And you're so welcome, Gracie. All right, so for Mama Hada Bear, oh my goodness. Okay, get ready. Archaea Grace, more flow and less hustle. Oh, Gracie, you have to tell her this. She's not going to believe this is what happened, but this is true. That's what happened. It's what came up for her from the angel cards. Archaea Grace. You gotta love spirit. And here we go. flow like nature, for everything stems from you and is returned to you. All is unfolding in perfect timing and in perfect order. Wow. I'm going to take a picture of this and send to her because this message is really powerful for her. So grace inspires you to bring anything into life. She represents the softer side of your solar plexus, the calm in the center of your creative fire. To know grace is to surrender into the timing and flow of your higher self, a state where you realize you don't have to hustle to accomplish what you want, for everything that is for you will come to you. Everything that is for you will come to you. What a beautiful, beautiful message for our Mama Hado Bear. And the blessing, every moment of my life is a miracle to savor and enjoy. I'm going to send a picture of the card and that message to our beautiful Mama Hado Bear, and I will send the message from Mary Magdalene to Hope. So thank you, Gracie, for asking for that. And then the last card that I'm going to pull for people that are not here is for our Leo. And I know Leo's going through a lot right now, and he's getting ready to return from his visit with family. And I think that's going to be heart-wrenching for him. I really do, because his mom is going through so much physically. His sister's going through a lot emotionally. So let's please keep our Leo lifted up and send him tons of love his way for this time that he's going to be back here in Florida, and he's going to need all of our support. Okay, so for Leo, Archaea Patience. Trust the process. Yeah, trust the process. And definitely, it's taking a lot of patience because he's feeling an urgency to get his mom the help that she needs, the surgery that's needed, and the medical attention. And I know that gets frustrating in dealing with doctors and hospitals. Okay, and Ricky is here telling me that he's with Leo, that he's helping Leo through this. The message, like flowers that grow from seed, your desires are growing and will soon bloom. Trust the process. Marvel in the magic. So Archaea Patience is guiding to stay open, to trust in the inevitable emergence of your desires, for manifestation happens not in the mind, but in the heart. Your ideas, projects, and dreams are coming into being. Relax. Enjoy the process of their becoming. Invite in Archaea Patience for trusting you're worthy to receive. Maintaining source alignment, gentleness, faithfulness, development of the base chakra and auric field, and connection with nature. Yeah, it's the base chakra is the one that I feel is very strongly wavering right now. That's the sense of safety and security and family and all that goes into being a human. So, yeah. So thank you for the angels for giving this message to Leo. And the blessing is, I am the heart of creation and one with Source. My dreams are birthing, and I am worthy to receive them. Gracie, I want to thank you for calling in messages for our Leo and Hope and Mama Hado Bear. Thank you for doing that, and so much love to you, dear one, with your altruism, and you're always thinking of others in our lives that are going through so many things. Thank you for that. And Gracie says, wonderful and on time. Archaea Patience, thank you. And thank you, Pirate Ricky, and thank you, Terry. You're so welcome. Okay, so I'm at Kathy now, And we're going to wind this up with Pat and Julie. If you're still here, Pat and Julie, please let me know which card deck you would like. Kathy, I'm hearing a Mary Magdalene card for you. I feel like she is working with you. I don't know if you have been getting any hits that she's helping you and guiding you, but I really feel like she is. And so let's see. I got chills when I told you that, so let's see what it is. I'm sorry, you guys. These cats are hilarious. They really are funny. And they just did like this wheel where their paws were all touching and they were rolling around. You can't make this stuff up. I'm going to have to turn a video camera on to catch them. All right, so for Kathy, Mary Magdalene wants you to know the breath. I reclaim my soul. What an awesome card for you, Kathy. So let me see what she's saying with this. The breath. The Gospel of Philip reminds us that the breath animates the flesh. We come to life with that first inhale when we're emerged from our mother's body, and we leave this body with an exhale when it's our time for what's next. The breath is so simple that it's perhaps the easiest aspect of being alive to take for granted, and yet the breath has the power and potential to bring us back to life, into this moment, happening right now, just as it did when we were first born. When we are trapped in one of the 7 powers of the ego, all we need to do is become aware of our breathing. If we can bring presence into the pain through an intentional breath, we can reclaim and remember our power to shift everything that comes next. We can take one intentional breath to return to the body and drop into the heart. We can take a second intentional breath to connect to the presence of love that rests within us. And then we can take a third intentional breath and surface, drenched now within that power of love to guide us. 3 intentional breaths can change everything. Do not take my word for it. Practice those 3 breaths, especially when you don't want to, especially when someone's yelling at you, or when you're the one yelling, when you're furious, or when you're more anxious than you've ever been, and when you're about to react in hurtful ways to someone who is hurting you. Just before reacting, just before repeating a pattern of hurting and being hurt, stop. Take 3 breaths, return to the heart, reclaim your soul, then open your eyes more anchored to how love might lead you. To kiss in Hebrew means to breathe together, to share the same breath or spirit. The Gospel of Philip reveals that Christ loved Mary more than all the disciples. He often kissed her on the mouth. It is through the breath that we can experience a new embrace, so that what comes next isn't from the ego alone. It's also from the heart of who we are. It's straight from the soul. And that is so beautiful. And your meditation is take 3 intentional breaths right now to reclaim your soul. Kathy, I feel like this is the message that you've been waiting for. I think this is the message that is the key to open up so much for you with inner peace, with calming of the energies. So relax into it and allow it to happen. And the cats are getting very destructive here. They're moving things around on me. So, Kathy, I don't know if you have this deck, but if you don't, I will send you this card. I'll take a picture and send it. And your messages today and lately have all been about love. Absolutely. Mary Magdalene is really helping you and working with you. And Gracie says, oh, darling Kathy, always remember I mirror you and all our family. You are magnificent, important, and on schedule for you, your earthly family, for us and the divine realm. Thank you and thank you. I, Grace Isis, love you. Oh, how beautiful. And did I see Leo show up? There he is. Oh, awesome. No, I did not see those messages, Leo, but thank you for letting me know. You were on the Angel Speakers page with Blue. Did you hear your message, Leo? Because Gracie asked for me to pull a message for you. Okay, so you had that deck on your Christmas wish list. Awesome. I'll send you a picture of both the card and that message that's in there, Kathy. You remember that that is for you, the breath. Okay. All right, Pat Moss. Did I see what Pat wanted? Pat Moss. Mary Magdalene. Okay. And then Julie Kiss. Pick for you. Okay. So we're doing Mary Magdalene for Pat Moss. And let's see what comes out. These have been such powerful messages today. Thank you all for hanging in here with me, for being on a little bit longer than normal, but that's okay because these messages are so needed for all of us. Oh, Kathy, I thought I put that in there for you. Let me do it right now while I'm thinking about it. Hang on just a moment while I pull a card. It's that card for Pat Moss. And the link to schedule with me on my calendar. Let me get it for you. Oops. Blue, I do see you. Okay, so Kathy, can you see the link that I put in? That's where you would schedule time with me on my calendar. And anybody that wants to schedule some time with me. Okay, so Pat Moss. Oh, come on. I don't know what it's doing here. Whoops, it just took out all of the messages. Wow. Okay, so I don't know why it did that, but it took out all my messages. But that's all right, because I'm at Pat Moss. I know where I'm at, and we're doing a Mary Magdalene card, which is Resurrection. The ego dies and the soul rises. So let me see what that message is for you. The Gospel of Philip is an ancient Christian scripture that was excluded in the formation of the Bible, along with the Gospels of Mary Magdalene and Thomas, as well as the Acts of Paul and Thecla, among others. It contains a very different understanding of what it means to resurrect, more than the more literal, traditional Christian interpretation of it. Resurrection is something that happens ideally all throughout our lifetime. The Gospel of Philip explains, "You must awaken while in this body, for everything exists in it. Resurrect in this life." The Christians of the first century, or the Christ movement, practice kenosis, self-emptying love, which releases all attachment to the powers of the ego that have us caged in some form of fear or self-doubt. We let the ego die so the soul can rise. This way, the body can evolve right here in the human body. The myth of the phoenix always comes to mind with the word resurrection. It's the myth of a magical bird that endures an endless cycle of burning up in flames and then emerging reborn from the ashes. Resurrection here is not about what comes in the next life. Resurrection is about what we can practice right now in this body, in this life. We can awaken to the potential of transformation with every tragedy, disappointment, or loss in life, and see everything that happens as a chance for the soul to rise. We can see each death we go through as a chance to resurrect more entirely present to this soul of love within us that survives every fire. Your meditation is, what egoic thought can I let go of in this moment? So, Pat, it's a call for you to rise up, to rise above anything that the human ego may be telling you, and to really fully embrace your divinity. Thus the crown on my head. Embrace that you are a queen, Queen Pat. I dub you Queen Pat today and every day, and find that divinity within you. Find inside where you can let go. That's what I'm hearing. To release and to understand more fully that all those things that happen, all the things that take place, the disagreements, the arguments, the worldly events, letting go of all of it so that you can more fully embrace who you are. All right, so I hope that resonated with you. And Kathy, thank you for being here. I'm sorry you're going to miss the Sunday Come to Meeting song. I'll be playing that right after the messages end, and we'll go into our prayers. So if you have any prayer requests, put those in. We know we're lifting up Leo and his family, and our beautiful Hope over in the UK, and our Mama Hada Bear with things that she's going through, and our Grace Isis, and anyone else who has things happening in your world. We lift you up in our prayers. And why are you... I just did laundry and now it's on the floor. They're being little pistols today. I think they know that I'm leaving tomorrow. I think that's what's going on. All right, Julie Kiss. And Sunshine's going to help me pull your card, Julie. He's right here by me, and he says, which one is it, Sunshine? Which card? Oh, he says that card. Okay. So Sunshine, Leo's cat, pulled your card from the angel deck, and it is Archangel Azrael. I feel like this is my card. I think it's for you too, Julie, but I really feel like this is a message for me. Endings and beginnings. Oh, Pat, you're so welcome. Yes, yes. Stay in that energy of gratitude. It brings in a lot of power inside of you. So Archangel Azrael for Julie Kiss and for me, I'm claiming this as my card, endings and beginnings, because that's where I'm at right now. And so let's see what the message is. Just as you can have happy endings, you can have happy beginnings too. Embrace change. Wow. Azrael can assist us to move through all of life's transitions, connect us with departed loved ones, and transform grief when we're ready to let it go. Whether you see a crow, which is Azrael's symbol, know that heaven is helping you to rebirth something important in your life, whether a relationship, a way of being, or a belief. Azrael shares that through change we learn, grow, and expand, and thus change is a multifaceted gift. Invite in Archangel Azrael for counseling, expansion of the soul star chakra, helping souls to cross over, kindness, rebirth, removing earthbound spirits from your aura and environment, and spirit contact and mediumship. So your blessing is, it is safe for me to lean into positive change, knowing my future is abundant and bright. Julie, I see change all around you. I just see the number 5 when I'm looking at your energy. So know that there is change happening and allow it. Bring it in to your heart center and allow that change, because the more we resist, then it's harder to see it and see the benefit of it. And Julie, I know that you've been going through a lot physically, and I see, I think it was your hand, I don't know which hand, right or left, that there was an issue with after your surgery. I see change. I see a shift in the energy of that. Yes, big changes coming, and they feel like really good changes that are coming. So hold on to that hope. Hold on to the promise of change. Yeah, you see a black crow at your house every day. Big changes are coming very, very soon. Beautiful. So I want to pull one last card. That's for our blue gene and anyone else who I might not be seeing, because I'm not seeing all the messages. And so just take this card along with our blue. Oh, you're so welcome, Julie. And much, much love to you. You are in our prayer list. You're in our grids. And thank you. Oops, this card wants to come out for our blue gene. Ah, yay! It is Archaea Victory. Raise your vibration. I see you standing there. This is what I see when I look at this card. I see our blue raising her arms. Yay, yay. Let's all do that. Raise your arms. Victory. Victory, victory, victory. Go into that energy. Find that essence of victory. All of you, everybody that's on here right now, claim this. Claim victory, whatever it is that you've been struggling with, whatever challenge you've been trying to overcome. Victory. It's for all of us. Raise your hands. Everybody got your hands raised? Raise that energy up. Raise it higher. Like our Marietta says, up, up, up to a higher plane. And wow, thank you, Blue, for coming in and for this card coming up for you and for all of us. Archaea Victory. Focus on what lights you up, for you're here to blaze new trails. Ah, yes you are, you trailblazer, you little pilgrim. So victory guides that when we focus on raising our vibration, the doorway to our consciousness opens. And there's something trying to push that down, and we're not going to be pushed down. We're going to raise our hands, and we're going to claim that victory. So, walking through, two pathways appear. The first propels us forward to fulfill our karma, the earthly lessons that we choose before incarnating. The second spirals us upward to ascend our awareness. Daily meditation is the key to escort us on these pathways. Victory is nudging you to meditate more, which will raise the vibration of your home too. For you're not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. Invite in Archeia Victory for development of the third eye and the crown chakras, creating positive revolution, embodying your magic, feng shui, or of your space and inner reality, and turning ideas into gold. And your blessing is, with your hand on your heart, I delight in knowing that my invincibility, like the quality of my vibrational state, is within my control. Always. It's always within our control. We are not powerless. We are not victims. So own your magnificence, right? Put your crown on. If you don't have one physically, see it there, envision it up on top of your head. Wear your crown proudly. Own your magnificence every moment of every day and have that victory. And Jean says, wow, this is so perfect for all. We just want a major shift for the light. Long story, but after a few days of upheaval, all will feel and be more of light. And yes, it is a major karmic victory and release for all on Gaia. Man, I love my job. I love Job too. Nope, got a sword. Yeah, absolutely. Raise your hands and claim the victory. I have so loved this time together with you all today. This has been amazing. So if there's someone that you want to lift up, if you're hearing to call in angels to help with any situation, anything that's going on with your loved ones or the world, or anything that you envision needs an uplifting right now, just call that in, type in your prayer request if you want to put it in there, and let's go visit with that Sunday afternoon song. I call it our Sunday Come to Meetin' song, where we just know that this is the water as we come here. We come in to just be in that energy. So let me pull it up so we can play it. And as the song plays, remember your magnificence, and remember all of those on our prayer list, all of those who are hurting right now, and all of those who have put themselves into the middle of our beautiful prayer circle, into our grids, and into our hearts. And let's lift right now.
Come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river. Get down on your knees. mountain while taking in the view. You will find that life is greater than you knew. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. Oh, you're broken and you're shattered at the point of no return. You pick up the pieces and you let the bridges burn. So come to the water, you're sailing with the breeze. Take a step into the river where you will find peace. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight. Oh yeah, I will fight. When you go through the storm, I will hold you, keep you warm. When you stay in the night, I will shelter, I will fight, I will fight. I will fight. So come to the water where you will find peace. Take a step into the river and get down on your knees.
Come to the water where everyone, everywhere, is valued, seen, and treated equally and just. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Come to the water where peace is freedom from fear, the truth that aligns us with our higher self, the lightness of being at oneness with existence, flowing with the highest frequencies of the universe. Freedom of being in grace, joy, and harmony with life. Where peace, like a river, is following its natural flow, and we allow it to happen without interference. Where we accept the energy of love. Come to the water. Come, find peace. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you so much for being here today. Stay in your heart. Stay in that love. Thank you, Gracie, for your prayers for those in our circle, outside of our circle, and in the world. Prayers for our grids and the keeper, nurtures who diligently stroke and keep the light bright and healing strong in their energies. Prayers of gratitude. Thank you, Gracie. And every day we end with giving away love and light, love and gratitude. And these are the words we say. So 1, 2, 3, let's get to it. Thank you. I love you. And I'm going to play our Leo Leo. Maybe the kids will settle down if they hear their daddy singing.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the
come on.
Morning cup full of joy of every day. Just start the day on the high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you,
Thank you. I love
Morning
you.
cup full of joy of every day. Just start the day on the high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Full of joy of every day. Just start the day on a high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy of every day. Just start the day on a high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Unlearn. Allow. AAA, y'all.
Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on the high vibe we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peace and the bar. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
Woo! Thank you, Leo, and thank you to everyone who came on Cuppa today. I love you so much. Tomorrow we're back to the morning Cup of Joy, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Come and be with us and stay in those hearts. Stay blessed. You are so loved and you are so powerful. Own your power. I will see you later. Bye, everyone. Namaste, y'all.